As I'm sure you're all aware, we are in the midst of a Democratic primary election cycle. Arizona, Florida, Ohio, and Illinois were all set to vote today. That is until the COVID virus became a global pandemic that's significantly impacting the United States. So as of the recording of this video, which is 1 a.m. on a Tuesday, only Ohio has pushed their primary back, and as of right now, that's the way it seems it's going to stay. This is dangerous. So the CDC has set out guidelines that said groups of 50 or more people shouldn't be allowed to happen. They should be dispersed because this virus is so much more easy to spread when groups are clumped together like that. It'll spread quickly and it'll spread to more people if there's even one person in that group that has the virus. Now, shame on those three governors for not pushing their primaries back, and especially shame on Tom Perez, the chair of the DNC, for deferring to the governors to this decision. Here's Tom Perez on Chris Hayes' show on MSNBC discussing the fact that he respects the decision of their governors and the Democrat parties of each of these states to not push their primaries back.
It is your view that this can be safely conducted tomorrow. Who have you been consulting to come to that view?
Well, again, we didn't intervene in that case.
No, I know. This is a state matter, but I'm asking your position as Tom Perez, the head of DNC. Sure. My understanding is you're saying you agree with the states that are going forward.
Yes, we respect what they're doing, and we always encourage everyone. And I was in contact today with people in a number of these states, including but not limited to Arizona, and again asking them if do they believe they have the systems in place that enable them to put the elections on tomorrow, and they do. And Republican and Democratic governors have made that judgment that they can do that. I don't think it's for me to second guess those judgments, Chris, and so. I respect that. And again, the point I'm making is there's a broader issue here. And that broader issue is we ought to make it easier for people to vote.
See, the problem with Tom Perez's statement there is that it literally is his role to second guess them. Tom, you're the head of the DNC. The buck stops at you when it comes to primaries and all things Democratic elections. And for you to defer to them when you know that it's dangerous for this to happen is shameful. It's disgusting. When people go out to vote, they're in close quarters. They're most certainly within 6 feet of each other when they're in line. So unless the states have some sort of mechanism where they're handing out face masks to hundreds of thousands of people and giving each person their own individualized bottle of hand sanitizer, and they have enough room everywhere to make sure that people are standing 6 to 10 feet apart, they don't have the mechanisms for this. They don't. So when it comes to people that are okay with these elections happening, they're making it a partisan thing. They're saying Bernie Sanders doesn't want these elections to happen because he doesn't want to lose. The thing is, Bernie Sanders would probably equally be impacted by this election, because a lot of the younger voters who are for Bernie Sanders, who support Bernie Sanders, are registered at their college campus locations. And so many college campuses have sent their students home for the semester. So they're no longer at their voting locations. They can no longer vote for Bernie Sanders. So if anything, they're equally impacted by this problem. We don't care about who's getting what votes. We care about protecting these people from this deadly virus. People are going to die. Upwards of 1 million people. So to allow these primaries to still go on despite the awareness of these risks is shameful. And Tom Perez has messed up so many times this election cycle. He should step down. We wouldn't be having these problems with Keith Ellison. Tom Perez is a shameful, disgusting head of the DNC. The worst that we've ever had. And he should 100% step down today. Tom Perez is the establishment. Not the voters, Tom Perez. The DNC is the establishment. And we need to fight against the establishment with every last breath. And we can't do it alone. We need a political revolution by the grassroots. So subscribe to join the political revolution against the establishment, against the mainstream, because come 2024, we're going to need all the manpower that we have. So leave a comment about how shameful you think Tom Perez is for this decision, and we'll see you next time.